it's muy caliente! Hey, Reuben Brand here, aka the Gutsy Cook. No one actually calls me that, but I'll call myself the Gutsy Cook because that's the show and that's what you're watching. And today we're gonna make the top 3, or my top 3, killer hot dogs. Why is it every single bloody friggin' time I go to the shop to get a hot dog, I'm met with nothing but bitter disappointment. Every single bite is like, I don't know, just garbage. The ratios are all wrong. It's either too much bread, not enough dog, too much sauce, no cheese, squash flat in the sandwich press. Every single bite is a Kevin Zorbo moment. Disappointed! I'm going to show you my top 3. The top 3 that I think are delicious, nutritious, probably not nutritious, but they're delicious. Number 1 is the Village Idiot. It's the simplest of all hot dogs. It is just a mystery meat dog in a nice little brioche bun. That's so simple, I've forgotten everything that's in there. Covered in tomato sauce, mustard, and cheese. Boom, keep it simple, keep it classy. Number 2 is Senor Pero de Lujo. Mr. Luxury Dog. Mr. Luxury Dog is chorizo, salsa, bitter, whatever this is called, classic tomato relish, and jalapenos. Hi papi, it's muy caliente! And the last one is the dirtiest, sleaziest dog you ever did see. It's the Dirty Dog. It's a mystery meat dog in a nice chorizo bun, because they make buns out of chorizo these days, in a nice brioche bun covered in chili con carne, bit of sour cream, and finished off with smoky barbecue sauce. Delicious. Let's get stuck into it. The first thing we're going to do is the chili con carne, because that takes the longest. We're going to make our mirepoix, which is just a super fancy way of saying equal parts celery, carrot, and onion. I hate having to like dice carrots. It's the most annoying thing, so my little pro tip is grate it. Grate the carrot down, makes my life much easier. Give it a quick peel. Yeesh, get all this skin off. Who likes skin? I hate skin. Grated carrot is way easier, way quicker, and it just melts away into nothing. Just gives it like a beautiful little like sweet hit and builds up those base flavors, because cooking's all about building layers and layers and layers of yummy flavor. Hey, what happened? I think celery is all good for a little mirepoix. You don't have to do too fancy, you don't have to do too fine. Just nice. Small enough so it doesn't have big, massive, gross chunks. This is just for flavoring. Onion. So just want equal amounts of everything. Get rid of the outer layer. Okay, mirepoix done. Sounds so fancy saying mirepoix. Here are my mirepoix now done and it's ready. As you can see, it's like almost equal parts of these ingredients. Turn this on. It's gonna make some funky noises, but that's okay, because we don't mind funky noises. Medium-high heat, pop in some olive oil. Don't be shy, olive oil is beautiful. I love cooking with olive oil. Let that heat up. Doesn't take very long on this thing because it's, I don't know what it is. It's like some induction, kharabalut, which is an awesome Arabic word I just picked up. In goes the mirepoix. Give it a little stir. What we're looking for is for the veggies to become nice and translucent. Once that happens, hit it with our spices, and we are going to be using smoky paprika, ground cumin seeds, and fennel seeds. These things are amazing. And of course, we're going to chuck in a bit of a bay leaf and some oregano. Love oregano. This is coming along pretty well. Oh, sizzle. You want about a teaspoon of each spice. I like to put my spices in as it's cooking before you put the wet ingredients in. Oh man, I'm getting a bloody farty owl, because it just opens up the spices. It creates a little bit more flavor. In with the fennel seeds. These just really add like a really nice base layer to what you're cooking. Ground cumin, about 1 teaspoon, and smoky paprika. Give that a nice stir around. Oh yes, the smell is amazing. Let that do its thing for a wee while. While that's cooking away, I love garlic. Some people don't like garlic. You know what? That's cool. I like it. Give it a bash. What that does is it releases, I don't know, some 2-part epoxy bloody Allison thing, I don't know. Check out Brad Leone, he talks all about it. Allison, 2-part epoxy, garlic when you hit it, when you smash it. Love you, Brad, love your work. This is getting a bit gnarly. It's looking all right, starting to get nice color through it. If you can't be bothered, like I usually can't, garlic press, boom, in with the garlic. You don't want to put the garlic in the beginning, because what that's gonna do is it's just gonna start burning. Burnt garlic is not very nice. Trust me on that one. Give that a wee stir. What we're gonna do next is pop in our little sachet, 1 little sachet of tomato paste. I find when you put it in at this stage, it just sort of starts opening up the flavors a little bit more, sort of like the spice. You've got to work a little bit quickly. I'm gonna turn this bloody thing down because it's bloody ravaging my food. What we're gonna add now is ground beef, just a little handful, about, I don't know, probably like 200 grams. Once it's starting to change color and the meat's starting to brown off nicely, we'll add our beans. So what we're gonna use, the beans we're using are red kidney beans and black beans. Perfect combo. In they go. Stir it around. Now we're cooking. Salt and pepper. Always add salt and pepper. It's your best friend in the kitchen. If you're not adding salt and pepper, your food probably tastes like shit. Be generous with it. My little rule of thumb is you can always add more, you can't always take it away. So add taste, add taste, add taste until you find that beautiful balance that you're looking for. So we'll do 1 tin of tomato. 1 chili's fine, good enough. Don't need to go too crazy. And now we're just gonna let that simmer away for about half an hour until it comes together into a beautiful chili con carne. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Bloody bay leaves. I know it doesn't seem like much, but bay leaves add that little bit of goodness that you want in your cooking. A little bit of fragrance, a little bit of niceness. And my last little trick, a tiny little pop of balsamic vinegar. Just sort of like brings the sweetness out. We're building flavors, we're building base flavors, we're just having a good time. We're talking to each other, cooking food for each other. Pop the lid on, let it do its thing for about half an hour.
1 eternity later.
Jeebers! Have a little, coming together quite nicely. Taste. Salt and pepper. A little bit more of this zing-a-ling-ling. Give it a stir. Woo! Alrighty, looks like the chili con carne is done. It's bubbling and boiling away. Let's take this off the heat, heat up our skillet, and let's get the dogs happening. First dog is the dirty gypsy meat dog. Cut these little puppies in half, and these 2 dogs go straight into their bath. Every dirty dog needs a bath to clean itself up. And now we go in with the chorizo. For Taylor, we love you. Sponsor me. Did I say we love you? These little chorizos, these are all beef chorizos. They're beautiful, they're delicious, they're filled with nice little spicy hint here and there. I'm just gonna put it straight into the skillet, no oil needed. That's just gonna sizzle away. Just gonna turn it every once in a while to get its juices going. While that's cooking, let's do our salsa. Put your dancing shoes on, because we're going salsa-ing. No, we're not. We're just making a salsa. Keys to a good salsa is fresh ingredients. I like it a little bit zesty, lots of lime. Always got to have a little bit of Spanish onion in there because it's a salsa and, you know, Spanish onion, salsa and all that sort of jazz. Oh, I'm just going to burn my hand because that's what you do. Don't ever use tongs. Tongs are for idiots. Real people just touch hot skillets with their fingers. First thing about salsa, make sure you get some nice, sad-looking wilted cilantro or coriander. The sadder, the better. It just adds that little bit of depressed flavor. I like to use the stems. Nothing wrong with the stems. I don't know. I don't see why people bloody spend ages picking the bloody leaves off the stems. The stems hold all of the beautiful, delicious flavor. Give it a nice rough chop, chop it up, and straight into the bowl. Next, I'm gonna do a couple of cherry toms. Cut these up. Just simple, small pieces is fine. Don't need to get too crazy about it. Straight in, boom. Tiny little baby capsicums. These things are beautiful. I love them. Cucumber. I don't see why some people like scrape out the seeds and blah, 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 blah. Just chuck it straight in. Let's turn our dog. Ooh, dirty dog's getting hot. Corn, fresh corn in a salsa is the best. What you're gonna do is run your knife down the sides. Boop, boop, chop, boop. The beautiful little hit of like sweetness you get from the corn kernels, man, makes the whole salsa pop. A little bit of espagnole onion, a little bit of savory. Try and get it fine. Nothing worse than chunks in your bloody salsa. No one likes chunks in their salsa. I don't like chunks in my salsa. You shouldn't like chunks in your salsa. And a lucky last, hit it with some lime. Don't be stingy with the lime. Lime is good. Lime is delicious. And if you have cuts all over your hands like I do, then the lime is going to introduce itself to the cut and terrorize it. Salt and pepper. Always remember salt and pepper. Season everything. Olive oil. Give that a stir, and what you should end up with is a beautiful, delicious salsa. Look at that. I'd be happy just eating this. Screw the dogs, mate. I've got the salsa. Yum. The chorizo looks pretty good. The dirty dogs in their bath are doing their thing. I reckon it's time to build some dogs. Brioche. I think brioche is like nice, it's soft, it's easy to eat, it's not too big, it's not overly bready. It's just a nice, light bread to use. First, let's build the village idiot. What do we need for the village idiot? It's the simplest, so of course I'm gonna forget what we need for the simplest bloody hot dog. I always just fang a little bit of cheese down the bottom. What that is gonna do, it's gonna build a little bed, and then the dog goes in there and just melts the cheese, and it's hot diggity dog. These dogs are ready to, ooh, it's a hot dog. A hot dog. Alrighty, straight on top. Simplest dog in the world, the best dog in the world. Hit it with the sauce. And hit it with the mustard. The village idiot is done. Next dog off the rank is Senor Pero de Lujo, the luxurious dog. Schmear a nice little bit of seeded mustard down one side, and then schmear a nice little bit of tomato relish down the other side. So fancy. Once you're done schmearing, use your hands because, you know, we should always burn ourselves when making hot dogs. Boom, straight on top. Now we hit it with this beautiful salsa straight on top. Look at that. Oh yeah. Dragged through the garden. Olay, amigos. Oh damn. Now that just has a couple of little pieces of jalapeno and we're good. Woo! Lucky Lask is the dirtiest dog in town, the dirtiest dog around. You haven't seen no dog dirtier than this dog. It's the dirty dog. Le piece de resistance. Dog goes in, but not yet because I forgot the cheese again. This one is cheesy, this one is sleazy, this one is the dirt McGirt of the dog world. Hey dirty dog, you dirty, dirty dog. What's next on this, I hear you ask? It's the chili con carne. Let's go in with a hit of this. Oh, shiza. Woo! It's hot, it's spicy, it's chili dog, it's beany, beefy, delightful, delectable, delicious. You should try it. I'm gonna try it. Next, sour cream in the fridge. What the sour cream does is it just cuts through some of that heavy meatiness and gives you, I love sour cream, man. I don't care what it gives you. It just gives you goodness. It gives you love, dog love, hot dog love. Now we're going with the smoky barbecue sauce. Smoky barbecue. This stuff is thick as, so woo, thick and smoky. It's like my high school days. Thick and smoky. There you have it. Top 3 killer dogs. Village idiot. So simple, so delicious. Senor Pero de Lujo, muy caliente. And the dirty, sleazy chili con carne dog. Get it in your face. Delicious, not very nutritious. I'm gonna eat them. You should eat them. We should eat them together. Maybe you should come over. We can eat them together. Have a little of a, you know, every dog has their day kind of thing. Let's eat. First up. My fave, the village idiot. I don't care what anyone says, you cannot beat a classic. Cheese, perfectly melted, mystery meat dog, yum. Hello. Now let's go for the fancy one, hot diggity. That chorizo. I haven't even finished, I'm going back for a second. Yum. The salsa, cut through the fat, tomato relish, on point. But that chorizo, man, killer. But the lucky last, this beast. Here, have a bite, cameraman, camera dude. Oh, that's right. There is no cameraman. The dirty dog. That's crazy. That's sloppy. That's sleazy. That's cheesy. Chili con carne. Nice bit of heat. Smoky barbecue. Killing it. Tipped in meat dog. Wow, I should probably stop eating before I keep talking. Amazing. Yum. And then that sour cream to cut through all of that fat. I mean, it's not fat. It's debatable, right? Yum. 3 top dogs, delicious. I'm gonna go and eat them all now. It's gonna keep eating. Yeah. Later. There you have it, my 3 top dogs. I've been Reuben Brand and this has been the Gutsy Cook. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time where we create more dude food, more good times, more happiness. Until then, adios amigos.